配信が切れてしまいましたので、シャープ 6.1 になります。なんかな前回あたりから、あそこら辺が中盤としてね、中盤過ぎたあたりから、エラー落ちが出るようになったな、アプリケーションエラーが。急に。なんでしょう。他のゲームで全く出ないから、マジでこのゲームなんだよな。今どの状態これ。こっからか。じゃあそこ拾ってないね。オッケー。で、下には、担いでるタイプの棒持ちと、バッファーかヒーラーかわかんないけどなんかいるな。回復入れとくか。ヒーラーだね。おい。回復されちゃった。革命の霊魂エッセンス結構出んな。ありがたくはあるが、これ、なんか吊るしてない？その上になんかあるってわけではない。そして落下したら死ぬ場所だ。なるほど。で、あっち側もなんかあって、これはさっきの場所と繋がっとんのかい？てか、走って届くんか、そこ。届かないね。落ちた。でもここに、フックあんの？おー、びっくりした。ごめんね、こういう仕掛けないくれてありがとう、君。全然気づかなかったよ。すまんすまん、マジで。フックあるけどさ、落ちたら死ぬくねこれ。奈落だが、完全に。あれかな、ジャンプ失敗した時用の救済フックかな。とっさにここにフック放てば、落ちないで済みますよの。これさっきんとこだよね、多分。そうだそうだそうだ。ってことはそこはそっちの上か。別に、弾タイプか。うぜえな。ちょっとちゃんと当てて、ちっこいのに。巻き込んでくんないと困るんだ、こっちが。ナイスー、いい電気。はい、お疲れ。さ てさて、アイテムの取り逃しをしたくはないぞと。袋が垂れてるとかもないもんね。で、またでかいのがいて、そっちは行っちゃダメですよと。多いなぁ。お前バッファーじゃない？お前シューターだな。だるーい。よし。倒したらバフ切れてくれるのはありがてえな。何カウンターの構え取ってんだよ。危ない。ナイス。よし。よいしょ。あ、もう一丁。オッケー。勝って、こいつ本当に。タフなのだるいからやめてー。そこにアイテム？でもそれ、こっからか。いや、怖っ。うい。暗くて見えないからこういうのもあるけど、怖や。あとは、そっち側か。よーいしょっと。おう、危ない。はい、ドン。ここ大通りなん？宝箱？ああ、はいはいはいはい。モジュールキーいいね。これで開くと。オープン。はい。ショートカット開きましたと。で、こっちはなんぞ。はい。あーはん。中ボスエリアだ。ってことは、こっちが、繋がってんのかな？大崩落してんな。ここがそうだよね、上層だよね。で、あっちから渡ってきますような場所だね。オッケーオッケー。で、下に行くと、アイテムが、ちらほら。いいね、モジュールキーじゃん。出るね。敵が配置されてねえんだな、なんも。お、ラボアジェいいね。濃縮。回復量アップだね。濃縮。その上はあってもどうしようもないだろう。いけないもんな。 さあさあ、じゃあ中ボスか、倒して、ウェスタを起動しちゃいましょうかね。果たしてここの中ボスはどのタイプかな。まあどうせいつも通りすぐには出てこないんでしょ。圧死してる人たちもいる。なんだ、叩き潰す系のやつだ。あ、もういた、目の前に。珍しい。スカウト。しかも1体だけ？なんか大体一緒に雑魚いるじゃんね、いつも。ドリルだ。もう戦い慣れてるこのタイプで、こいつ1体ってなると、たまにこうやって食らいはしても、死ぬ要素とか手こずる要素はねえな。はい、お疲れ。急速モジュールの鍵。双円の塊。いいね、素材が手に入ったし、モジュールの鍵。もうそろそろモジュールの枠開放ってかレベルアップできるんじゃないか。そんぐらい鍵が溜まってる気がするが。ウェスタのキラキラ音がするな。あれか。奈落。落ちたら死ぬ。壊れてますね。これを直さなきゃいけないのか。逃れるために塞いだのか。ここを通るに近づくで行くしかない。急速。そして、回復量アップ300。まだ上がある。300で終わりかと思ったけど、まだ上があるらしい。どうしようかな。なんか他のも上げてみる？別にあんまり興味ないんだよな、その辺。はい、機械工学。さあ、どんどん硬くなるよ。ショップもだって特に、なんか新しいアイテムとかないでしょ、多分。装備もない、モジュールもない。革命家のエッセンス、1個2000。エッセンスが取れる量は減ったな。さて、モジュール、生命力の3出てたね。おお、40も上がる。でかっ。あとは何が出てたっけ？相手が敵をスタンさせるべき稼働力が全回復。それ優秀だね。スタンさせた後に稼働力なくて攻撃できねえがないんだ。 まあ生命力つけましょう。稼働力は出てないし、高速も出てないし。まあまあまあ、これでいいでしょう。おー、HP のゲージが増えた。力ずくで、はい、ドン。避難所。という割に誰もいない。異教がある。マラーを見つける？チェック入った。マラーがタイタンじゃないの？
So this is the famous huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly, 'tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you. Are we? You're just as they described.
そんな噂が広がるほど人間いなくね？
Descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la Clos. They have observed you dispensing
Chaudelot de la Clos.
A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
ようしゃべんな、こいつ。ロベスピエールの助言について。
It was on the Queen's orders that I came to Paris.
The poor thing. To what new level of desperation has her husband's madness driven her? Does she finally intend to leave this kingdom, where she should never have set her dainty little feet?
No, monsieur. She means to put an end to her husband's madness.
What, with you? You in what army? That's quite amusing, you must admit.
And you, Monsieur Marat? Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of...
急に立ち話を繰り広げてるって言うけど、ほぼほぼ話してんのあなたよ。
We. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this.
血濡れのオートマ
At
ト
the。cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple, and that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though.
オートマトが見守るためにやむを得ず可動式昇降機を壊す。はいはいはい。
But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to
仮
reach
想
the
トンネ
lower
ルにも行け
tunnels.
るようになる。昇降機のレバーをもらいましたと。じゃあ誰がタイタン
Have
の
you fixed the walkway?
I am working on it, Monsieur Marat.
動
That's
力
the
になっ
only
てん
way
だ？
to reach the lower tunnels.
Monsieur Marat, did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclerc
ラクロが裏で糸を引いてたはず。
Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world.
ラクロは死ん
There is
だ。
little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
Dites-moi, Monsieur Marat.
I've made a lot of enemies. In my publications, I have always denounced the corrupt, and those who corrupt them. These vampires who cheat the weak and bleed the nation dry. Chief among them? That crook, Lafayette. That Trenz Sabre. A career soldier who thinks he's Caesar. Not content to maintain an army of rats. This blonde guy has all the Châtelet's judges in his pocket. It seems my prose upset him, as he swore to hunt me down. If I hadn't fled, I'd have been done for, there's no doubt about that.
俺もラファイエット嫌いだからなんか、こっちの味方をしたくなるな、マラーの。
Under the command of Monsieur Leclerc. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that it won't be long before the machines that have taken over our hiding place find me. My hours are numbered. Mais vous-même, have you found any companions for yourself?
Members and supporters of the Third Estate have gathered at the Cordelier Convent.
Would you be so kind as to name them?
In addition to Monsieur de Robespierre, the Comte de Mirabeau is there.
Le Flambeau de Provence. An artful chameleon who skillfully dons every colour of the rainbow.
The Marquis de Lafayette, Monsignor de...
Say no more. They're just the privileged class celebrating the marriage of cowardice and treason. With adversaries like them, the king is sure to triumph.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who come and go in the quarries throughout the city. Under the command of Monsieur Leclerc. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that in my hours...
これ聞いたか。
Who is Monsieur de Leclerc?
A brilliant writer whose pen has shaken the old world, but is also an experienced
作家なんだ。
military engineer who has sworn his sword to our common cause, to his great misfortune, it would appear. There is little doubt that he died leading his men through the tunnels.
殉死したと見ている。でもそれがちゃんと死体を見たとか死ぬところを見たってわけじゃないから、そうなると今回のタイタンの原動力はラクロかな。で、王国の未来がちょっと進んだか。異教がちゃんと見てなかったけど、誰？ラクロだ。ショデルロド・ラクロ。これがタイタンの原動力だ。レカさん、こんにちは。いらっしゃい。ミラボを誹謗する新聞。まあいいや、そういうのは。で、これが異教の1個かな。血濡れのドルマンジャケット。こっちが異教だ。カリオストロとルイとマラーにラクロかこれ。
Look at them parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core.
王妃とあれかなんだっけ名前忘れちゃった。
Drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I worked to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
危険な鑑定。愛国者の日誌の1ページ。箱が開けれない。未開放って出る。密輸人の帽子、マンドランのダブレット。栄光と地獄。なんか新しくサイドが始まった。また弱いの出たね。戦利品倍率と耐性、火炎と表札が上がるが、他がだだ下がりだ。しょうもねえな。ちょっと装備の選択肢が少なすぎん？強い弱いがはっきり出すぎなんだよな。
Have you fixed the walkway?
I am working on it, Monsieur Marat.
That's the only way to read the mechanism is...
Who laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what
ドフィーヌ
happened
広場での
in
出
Past
来事。
Indeed. I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems. Despite his serious injuries, he was particularly talkative.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay. That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the Ottomans.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked.
駐屯地で回ってた
It would appear that several
噂。
volunteers carried a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
I must get to the bottom of this urgently.
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
ドフィーヌ広場からドフィーヌ広場ってどこの？シテ島のか。
Thanks to what I learned from Monsieur Marat, I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels. Voila. That should have fixed the walkway.
さあこれで行動の深部まで行けるようになりましたが、上昇加工であれか、入り口と先と選べるようになったのか。ドフィーヌ広場ね。ちょっと行ってみるか、先に。 オーバーヒート。どこだっけ、ドフィーの広場って。初期がゲームバランス崩壊だったみたいで、修正で今の形になって落ち着いたみたい。ああ、そうなんですか。もっとひどかったんだ。今でもそんなにバランスすげえいいとは思わないけど。あっちか。一応ちゃんと改善はされた後なんですね。まあでもそりゃそうか、改善は行うか。危ない。撃たれる。ここがドフィーの広場か。宝箱は開かなかった場所だ。志願者名簿。階級高いアルバの大佐の名前が一番目に記されている。黄色の弾薬と。
The conspirators' secret sign. There was most certainly a conspiracy. There's no doubt about that. But those involved shared the same fate as the rest of them. I should keep looking around Place Dauphine.
周辺？ああ、もう本当にこの周りだ。司令官も殺されてる。王に軍の指揮を渡さなかった。このランサー一体どこにいんのかと思ってたけど、ここで寝てたんか。そりゃわかんねえわ。なるほどね。鋼鉄の鍵を手に入れたからこれかな。ルフェーブル大尉からの伝令。シャンジュ場所の司令部、見た目から死亡を消しかれたもの。カーディシから入ることはできる。地下の隠れ家のようなもの。仲間と共に国にシャトル刑務所の動きに進んだはず。
I doubt any of them survived the retreat. But now that I think about it, the padlocked door near the pont au change.
南京錠のドア、あれが入り口だった。南京錠のドア。追ってくる。ワンちゃんが追ってくるよー。痛い。隊員を見せやす。司令部を見つけ出す。 南京錠のドアは完全に地下だな。いった。ここでしょ。司令部こっちにあんの？あ、なるほど、ここが開いたのか。違う、ここは開いてた。ここは来た。で、滑り落ちて大変な目にあったんだよな、ここ。あー、この鍵の場所ね。
There's no point trying to force it. This lock requires a 4-letter password. I should follow Capitaine Lefebvre's footsteps. He and his men withdrew to the Société des Amis de Noir. They must have gone towards the Châtelet. I doubt they survived their retreat.
どっか外出られたよね。そうだ、ここだ。太陽見つけ出す。ここ突っ切って左。
The poor souls. They died just steps from their goal.
目的地を目前に死んでしまった。あー、なるほどね。マルケ少佐リフェーブル隊へ全身伝令シャトル方面への敵部隊の進行を食い止めるとの指令が降りた。必要な場合は装置を破壊して門を開け。ヨーク。どういう意味でしょうね。ヨーク。DLC の難易度はわからないが DLC で生き残れる武器の調整になってる方。まあ確かに。まあでも DLC はなんだろう、やるんだったらでもどうなんだろう、 DLC がこのシナリオの途中でできちゃうから、なんか DLC をどこまでやったらできますよみたいなの書いてあったんで、多分シナリオの途中でできちゃうから、このゲームのシナリオをクリアできる装備があれば DLC も普通にできちゃうんですよね。DLC が完全にクリア後のあれだったら DLC 専用の強いのがあるんじゃないのって思うんですけど、ストーリークリアできればDLC はクリアできる難易度のはず。秘密の司令部。アンリ5歳の声明書。ラファエットを問い詰めてもいいだろうと。もう草原の塊？ ラファエット万歳やって。またラファエット万歳言うてる。ディスコボルスの戦輪、リレー用の帽子と上着。あ、これか。リレー用ダブレット。戦利品倍率の上昇と電気耐性なくなきゃ氷雪耐性と防御力が上がる。まあ、かっこよくはあるか。防御が同じ。同じで可動力と電気耐性ついてんのか。でも氷雪耐性。氷雪耐性上げる？上げとくか。ディスコボルスの戦輪。どんな武器なのこれ。重っ。おっそ、マジこれで戦える人いたらすげえな、マジで。俺絶対無理。ついでにいろいろ試してみるか、どんな武器か。はいはいはい。戦争よりも全然重いじゃん、さっきの戦輪。やば。これもなかなか重いな。もうちょっと射程があれば使いやすそうだけどな、これも。先ないんかい。そしたらラファイエットを問い詰めなければいけないので、戻らねばならない。DLC 買ってまでやろうって気にはなんないな。このゲームはちょっとカリオストロについてだしな。別にカリオストロに興味ないんだよな、あいつ。おい。ラファエット、こら。
Monsieur le Marquis.
I'm listening, Aegis.
Monsieur le Marquis, there is a most unfortunate rumor about you going round.
Oh, just one, is that?
You are accused of having delivered the troops who had gathered in the Place Dauphine over to the king.
Calumny. This is nothing less than vile slander.
Save your breath, General. The rumor is true. I can prove it. There's no point in trying to defend yourself. I know that you raised the National Guard for the sole purpose of taking command of it. There was nothing spontaneous about SteelRising.
Do you have any evidence to support your accusations?
I do. I have the manifesto.
Bon sang.
弾幕ってついてるハンマーは最強武器の一つ。へえ、そうなんすか。
Why resort to this manipulation?
You must understand what I have done.
わかんねえよ。お前が自分の権力のためにやったようにしか見えねえわ。
Protecting the Queen and the Dauphin in the name of the people, Aegis. But an actual uprising of the people would have inevitably led to disaster. Only professional soldiers could organize and lead the resistance.
Who were your accomplices?
My brothers in arms, the brave men of the Régiment de Saintonge, veterans of the American War, men who at the Battle of Yorktown brought an empire to its knees. Alas, we gravely underestimated the enemy's forces. We thought we would face an infantry supported by a handful of machines, but an entire army of automats. It was unthinkable.
Some accuse you of harboring a lust for power. The circumstances were to your advantage.
These aspersions are all too familiar to me. But tell me, if I wanted the crown for myself, why did I not take it when I returned from America? When I had seasoned troops at my command and the people sang my praises with one voice? No, that makes no sense. Though I readily admit that I do believe I am worthy of fulfilling an important role for the Queen after her son is crowned. Lieutenant General of the Kingdom, for example. Or even, if circumstance requires, the Regent. Voila. Now you know everything. I haven't left anything out. However, this truth, if it were made public, would play right into my enemy's hands. So I ask you not to reveal anything I've just told you, and to give me the manifesto.
やだ。俺お前嫌い。
No, General. You'll forgive me for choosing to hold on to it.
In that case, my fate remains in your hands. Can you at least tell me where my detractor is hiding? The one who is spreading these charming rumors about me.
I cannot tell you anything, General.
Oh, no matter. I will not let this serpent continue to vilify me. I shall get redress for these aspersions in the end.
Do as you wish, General de Lafayette.
やっぱりこいつ嫌いだ。
Goodbye, Monsieur le
なんで
Maire.
開き直ってその噂流してやると成敗してくれるっつってんの？マジで性格悪いこいつ。クソ野郎じゃん。俺の目にはそういう風にしか映ってないけど、他の人には違うように映んのかなこれ。
Monsieur Marat,
Madame,
I'm
Oh?
surprised to find you here.
来たのか
Did you
まだ
follow me?
わざわざ。
didn't you know? The Duke's allies are always impeccably informed. Some even say that we have eyes and ears everywhere.
What do you want from me?
To tell you the truth, I can't wait to hear what you've discovered about the matter at hand. And I was afraid you might leave me in the lurch. You can never be too cautious these days. That's why I decided it would be better for me to come to you.
俺は打ち明けちゃっていいや。
Lafayette was behind this purportedly popular uprising.
Aha! Got him at last.
But he had no intention of handing his men over to the king. His goal was to raise an army and command the troops himself.
It doesn't matter. These troops would have allowed him to crush the Patriots and set himself up as a dictator. He lied to the people. He lied to the Assemblée Nationale. His time has come. All I need is for you to give me the proof of his treason.
ラファエット嫌いだからいいや。
The details about the operation are written in this manifesto.
Madame, I didn't expect so much. The end of Mortier de Lafayette. The executioner has signed his own
でも
death.
これを渡したせいでマラは殺されたりし
Share
て。
these revelations with the people's representatives.
トロフィー、新米ジャーナリス
Long
ト。
live the Assemblée Nationale.
Marat, ça par exemple. You're certainly a bold one.
Monsieur, I have come to pay my respects.
Mon pauvre ami, you must be out of your mind to come and defy those you so cruelly maligned.
Maligned, you say? This remains to be seen, Monsieur de Mirabeau. I have here a document that its author has amusingly entitled Le Manifeste Henri V. It appears that the name Louis has fallen from fashion these days.
Quiet, scoundrel, or I'll make you swallow your tongue!
Come now, you wouldn't dare, my dear Mottier. Not when we're in such fine and plentiful company. Monsieur, in these pages, you will learn of the vast plot devised by the Marquis de Lafayette and his sinister conspirators. You will discover how our national hero orchestrated the so-called popular uprising that gave rise to the National Guard.
Bon sang. Monsieur le Marquis.
You will also learn that he has proclaimed himself General-in-Chief in the hope of making himself king in turn, and that it is his lust for power to which the patriots who fell in Place Dauphine owe their tragic fate.
C'est incroyable.
You must believe it, cher monsieur, because to add insult to injury, this tomfool was daft enough to sign his missive.
Par tous les saints, if what Marat says is true, this is treachery of the basest sort.
Well, Monsieur le Marquis, do you deny it?
No, I don't. The loathsome Marat speaks the truth. I wanted to create an army that would be able to rid our kingdom of our wanted execution, just as we freed America from England's choking grasp. I only kept it secret to avoid causing more chaos. Can you understand?
You defied the people, Lafayette. This is enough to condemn you.
So be it. You won't hear from me anymore. I leave the fate of the nation in the hands of the speechifiers and demagogues. I encourage you to say your prayers, gentlemen, for our end is near. As for you, rat, go back to the cesspit from whence you came. You should never have come out.
I will gladly follow that order, General. Such is my pleasure that it will be your last.
終わったが報酬は特になし。なぜだ。なぜ特に何もない。マラーの味方をしちゃダメだったとでも言うのか。ラファエット嫌いだからしょうがないだろう。こいつ。ねえ、パニーに渡る手前に取った武器のハルシオンとサーベランとして武器。それは間違いないです。今でも使ってます。これめっちゃ強い。超優秀。出が早いし、そこそこ威力あるし。これから弾幕の潜水。そんな強いんですね、これ。でも俺合力1番上げてないから多分役に立たない。もう2時か。早いな。行動の奥行ってやめるか。今日もお仕事だ。宝くじ当たんないかな。何億って。仕事辞めてずっとゲームやってたい。合理者やりなくても強いのよ、特殊が。へえ、そんなにあの特殊強いんすか？砲弾幕が？あ、まあでもダメージも高いか。駆動部の機能に影響を与えることができるってのは読みましたけど、これがそうか。駆動部になんか影響を与えるってのが多分スタン系のあれなのかな？強いんでしょうね、それは。お、そんなとこにアイテムがある？気づかなかった。これを取ってこう。バフをするんじゃない、お前は。やられちまえ。よし。 痛い。ちょうどハンマーと。だから、その木の棒まだ俺の体に届いてないでしょって。当たり判定出すんじゃない、そこに。宝箱を何意外な武器がおっせんとか言ってたかったですよ。まあそういうのはあるかもしんないっすね。これこいつ有効なんだとかは。双円鋳鉄あれ全然届かんぞ。違うよな。これなんかぐるっと。いや、あれただの明かりだよな。でもそっち側もなんか裏あるんだよな。はて。おー、ギリギリ。あっちの裏はわかんねえな、全く。この上も行けないしな。回るにしてもどっから回るんだって話ではあるんだよな、マジで。これくらい手掴んで登れんだろうって言いたいんだけどな。空中移動気づきにくいけど連続。そうなんですか？ ああ、なんかあるんすかね、できるあれが。
What of your plan to go to the Bastille?
I haven't yet reached my objective.
Keep making your way through.
とりあえずもうこいつ OK か。あ、なんかある。ああ。で、この箱は変わらず開けさせてくんないのか。よし、じゃあこんなとこかな。というわけでね、今日は終わります。今日もまた2回に分かれちゃって申し訳ないですね。本当になんか、アプリケーションエラーなんでどうしようもないんですけど。まあ次回も続きなり違うゲームなりいろいろやってますんで、よければまた遊びに来てください。来てくれた方、コメントくれた方、また動画でここまで見てくださった方いらっしゃいましたら本当にありがとうございました。感謝感謝です。それではお疲れ様です。またねー。